Hey, Pokedad fan club, it's me, Pokedad, and we are. Fates Collide came out today, and we're gonna open some packs online. I had some code cards. I did a few tournaments, and a couple of friends from Team Rogue Dogs gave me some more codes. So we have 51 packs that we can open here. I also used some of my tokens to buy some packs. So anyway, we have 51 packs here to open today. And so we'll get right into that. Uh, Alright, so let's get going. See if we can pull some Alakazams, Mega Alakazams, um, some Zygardes. Okay, and alright, there we go. Alright, so the first pack. Do we get some first pack magic? And we start off with Lucario. Okay, not terrible. I do think the Steel Lucario is going to be a playable deck, and we'll definitely take a look at that when we get into, till I do some deck profiles from this. We did get Chaos Tower. Nothing else looks all that great, though. And we get Amistar. I don't know about the fossils. I may try to do something with the fossils and just see. Overall, it just seems like it's kind of, I don't know, it's going to be a lot of luck based. I know Shuckle, I mentioned, could help get a fairy drop, and looks like we get doubles here. So let's see, we get a Reuniclus, uh, and then we get, ooh, Genesect EX. So that's not a bad start. Genesect EX, I'll also be looking at a deck profile with that sometime down the road. The Bronzong in this set is actually pretty good. It's going to really hurt Trevenant Break. So Trevenant Break will probably be down, will not be as good when we get to Nationals, and maybe the last week of Regionals. Grumpig, not so good, but there was that Carbink. I'm really surprised they made the Carbink Safeguard a common card, so everybody will have that. It'll probably force EX decks, though, to play at least one or two Hex Maniacs in their deck. Otherwise, you'll never get through Carbink. So, let's see here. We have the Zygarde dog form, and we get, ooh, a Snorlax. Toss and turn. This attack can be used even if this Pokemon is asleep. If it is, this attack does 90 more damage. Oh my goodness. And heal from this the same amount. Okay. I don't know that I even saw that when I went through the cards. I think I may have just... that might make a good draft card, though, if you get him for a draft. That could be pretty good. Alright, Tyranitar. I just don't think it's going to see play. 5 energies in a stage 2. Even though his ability does, that seems kind of... it's just a lot. I don't know if you can hear the rain out there, but we're going through a pretty big storm right now. So, Barbaracle, I definitely think this card's going to see some play. The ability Hand Block here is just really, really good. Now, it's only if you have a stadium in play. So if your opponent bumps the stadium, then they can play special energies. But if you have a stadium in play and Barbaracle out, and they can't bump your stadium, they can't play any special energies. So, anyway. Alright, on to our next pack. Alrighty, and we get another Barbaracle back to back. It's kind of amazing how often that happens with this, but there's only so many rares, so it is very, I mean, it's within probability that you could do back to back. Now, there's a Lucario holo rare, so I like that. I mean, a reverse holo, and then another Grumpig. But that Lucario, like I said, that is going to see some play. I think it'll actually be a pretty competitive deck, and I've even seen some play already where it's just used by itself. There's no other it is the main attacker in the deck, not like a secondary attacker, as many people had expected. There's that Carbink again. And we get a Mega Audino. Unfortunately, Mega Audino just seems a little underwhelming. I don't think it's going to see much play, except that it could be, you could put it in just about any deck, so, but then you got to run Spirit Links, and it's kind of like, why would I do that? But I do know that Mega Kangaskhan, without the Spirit Link, was used in several decks also. There's the Moltres, Reverse Hollow. Ooh, and we get another Genesect, so there's two already. Might be able to already begin working on a Genesect deck. Alrighty, we get a Mr. Mime. Why is that a rare? Okay. And we get a Kabutops. Alright. On to our next pack. Get some Spirit Links here, and we get that Snorlax again. Alright, come on, we need a Mega Alakazam or a Zygarde. Both of those would be really, really nice cards to grab. And we get, ooh, a Lugia. I really like Lugia Break. The Lugia is not super great, but it's still decent. And we get a Delphox Break. Wow. And they moved the breaks to the final slot. That's interesting, because they used to be in the reverse hollow slot. I have noticed, like, when you open boxes, though, you're more likely to get ultra rares. So there's another Amistar. I think most boxes are now getting anywhere from like 8 to 10 ultra rares in a box, booster box. So that's a lot higher than it used to be. I mean, I know that like back in like Phantom Forces, if you got 6 in a box, you were pretty stoked about that. And I think the pull rates before that were even worse for like XY base set and those kind of cards. So got an Exploud and a Grumpig. Nothing really all that interesting. We got about 31 packs. Actually, this one is 32, so we got this one and 31 more. Alright, and we get a Carbink, the other kind. We get another Barbaracle. Energy Keeper. I like this. Basic energy attached to your basic Pokemon cannot be discarded by effects of your opponent's attacks, abilities, or trainer cards. So crushing hammers and things like that, when this card is in play, can't actually be hurt. You can't actually lose energy from crushing hammers or something that would remove the card from like an ability, like, so that's pretty interesting. I like that. Alright, and we get, oh, Zygarde EX. So I really like this card. I'm not really much of a fighting type person, but I really like Zygarde EX combined with Carbink. I just think they're going to be really, really good. So anyway, that's a nice pull. Keep moving along. Maybe we get some Alakazams. We get a Superior. That's another also archetype that's going to be used, I'm pretty sure, competitively in this set. It's a very interesting card, but with Force Giant Plants. It's going to allow you to get attacking on turn 1 and potentially paralyze your opponent. So Jet Draft does 120. This Aerodactyl does look like it could be playable. Of course, you have to get it out. You have to use the Fossil. Jet Draft 120 though for a double colorless. Wow, that's pretty good. And Random Receiver is reprinted, so got Team Rocket's handiwork also, but our team calls it Team Rocket's shenanigans. Grumpig, wow, Grumpig's really loving me today. Uh, okay, people were saying Grumpig is gonna be a night march counter. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be a night march counter. So what if you can pull a Joltik out of the discard pile and knock it out? It's just you're gonna lose the Grumpig next turn, and you had to use a lot more resources to get it out than the Joltik. So trust me, it's not gonna be. Oh yes, finally we got our first Mew. I really like that. That's gonna see some cards. I'm really excited about some possibilities with Mew, and then another Aerodactyl. So we might take a look at that. See if we can. I don't know, it'd be interesting to try to run an Aerodactyl, wouldn't it? All right, and we pull. Ooh, the Marowak. This is supposedly the Toad and Tina killer. Bodyguard, prevent all effects of attacks done to you in your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. Remove any existing effects. This includes Quaking Punch, Chaos Wheel. So those are the two big ones. But trying to think, is there any others that would be affected by this? I'm not sure. If you can think of something else, put that in the comments down below for me. Toad and Tina, though, are the only two that I can think of that affect the hand. Alright, we got 25 packs left, so we're a little over halfway now. It's taking a little while to load the pack image for some reason. Wigglytuff and Rotom. This is also going to seem like a counter to Trevenant Break. It's like they really wanted to put a lot of counters in here. Plasmagic, move 2 damage counters from each of your to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, like, if this one has 2 and then your 5 bench have 2, you could literally put 120 back on your opponent. Of course, I don't know how long Rotom will last, but anyway, it's an interesting concept. Double colorless. Oh, I gotta mention this. Everybody's really thrilled about this pink double colorless. I think it's pretty neat too. Alright, and we get another Moltres. Okay, moving right along here. New artwork for the double colorless. That's interesting. I wonder if they'll continue to do that, because you know the past few artworks have been the same, and I'm just curious if they're going to keep that over and over. Got a Reuniclus again. We'll probably, that's more of a fun deck, but I don't know if it's going to be ultra competitive, but it's going to be fun to try to figure out if we can make it somewhat competitive. Got a Wormadam and Zygarde. So I do like this Zygarde. I mean, think with the strong energy amplifiers, or enhancers, I should say. Rumble, I mean, can do 30, 50. Defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. So, and then Geostrike for 3, 120, 140, Muscle Band 160, and Fighting Stadium 180. So it kind of puts it right at that one-hit KO range, and he's a pretty tanky 120 HP basic, you know. So it's not like, I mean, you could combine him with Carbink Break and get him going also. So I think there's possibilities there with that Zygarde. Pardon me, guys. It's kind of late at night, but I wanted to get this done before work tomorrow. So another Genesect. Wow. All right. I mean, it could be worse. I could have gotten, you know, like the Diancie EX. I do like the fairy types, but I don't know. That Diancie just seems a little underwhelming, to say the least. And the like I already mentioned before, the Autono seems a little. Wow, there's a full art Kingdra. And I really, this card to me is really inexpensive. Like if you buy it in real right now, the full art, but even the non-full art, I mean, is really inexpensive. But I think with Magnezone, this could team up to really be, you know, pretty strong. I mean, if you could put 3 lightning energies on here, uh, let's see. Actually, if you put 4 on there, you're going to be hitting for 180. Um, and it just seems, you know, it's not going to be unreasonable to get that hitting 180 by like maybe turn 2 if you could get it into a rare candy Magnezone. So I don't know, it just seems like Kingdra could be decent, and maybe underestimated, I think. Alright, on to our next pack, and we get the Marowak again. Alright, looks like we got about 18 packs left, so we're about 2/3 of the way through now. And we get, ooh, the Kingdra non-full art. So that's our second Kingdra. Pretty good there. Alright, we'll go ahead and open us up another pack. And we get the Kabutops. I don't know. I really don't think that's going to see play. Alright, good double pack here. We get, ooh, another Lugia. I like that. And a Reuniclus. I really like the Lugia, but I haven't pulled any breaks. I've only pulled, like, what, one break? So maybe we can grab a couple more breaks. And we get a Lucario, the Steel type again. That's good. I like that one. There's some pretty good just rares in this set that I think we'll see, you know, some play. And there's an Altaria EX. That's good. That's our first one of those. Alrighty, and moving right along, we get another Reuniclus. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to build that deck. Alright, and we get another Aerodactyl. Alright, we get another Lugia. That's like the third one that's been the reverse hollow there. And then a Delphox Break. Alright, we got 10 packs left. I'd like to get, can we get 3 more? I don't know, that might be asking for a little, 3 more ultra rares. We get a Barbaracle and a Rotom. Okay. If we get thrilled, but I may be asking for a little too much. There's an N finally, and we get a Zygarde. N is reprinted though. I'm glad N came. I don't know. I guess N's gonna be okay for coming back. Just please don't. I hope they don't reprint Hypnotoxic Laser. I don't think they will. I think there's enough people that are tired of that. Boy, Reuniclus, I just can't get enough of them. All right, and ooh, we get Rocket Shenanigans, as I like to call it. Handiwork. Flip 2 coins, and for each heads, discard 2 cards from your top of your opponent's deck. I don't know. I think this is actually going to help Wailord, because Wailord is more of a stall deck. But if there's a point where Wailord doesn't need to use AZ or Cassius or some supporter to be able to fit this in every now and then to potentially mill your opponent 4 cards, I think it's just going to be really good. I think Wailord and mill decks in general will obviously will be playing that. Could even see it in something like Sableye Garbodor. Oh, I'd really like to try that now. There's another Aerodactyl. I've been getting quite a few of those also. Alright, and we get another Grumpig. Yeah, it's not going too great for us. We have 4 packs left. And we get another Carbink. 3 packs left. Mandibuzz. And another Lucario. So, getting some pretty good pulls. I'm okay with some of those rares. Alright, another superior. And last pack. Let's see what we get. Can we get some last pack magic? Let's see. Oh, and it's Mr. Mime. No, not good at all. Alright guys, so there you go. We did 51 packs. You know what? Let's go over, let's just see what we got. We got some Pokemon, and we will put in the filters here. Fates Collide, and we'll just say look at the rares and ultra rares here and apply. Got some Aerodactyls, 4 Aerodactyls, an Altaria, 4 Babaricals, 2 Carbinks, 2 Delphox Breaks, an Exploud, 3 Genesect, 5 Grumpig, 2 Kaputops, Kindra, another Kindra, 3 Lucarios, the hiding Lucario, 2 Lugias, 3 Lugias, Mega Autono, Mandibuzz, 2 Marowaks, a Mew, 3 Moltres, 2 Mr. Mimes, 2 Amistars, 6 Reunicluses, 2 Rotoms, 2 Superiors, 2 Snorlax, 1 Tyranitar, 1 White Kyurem, 2 Zygarde, and 1 Zygarde EX. So, not too bad. Didn't get any Alakazams though. That was interesting. But anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, this is PokeDad signing off. We'll have some more videos showing you some of the new decks in the near future. Until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye.